for me, it's about finds I've made. So throughout my career, the finds I remember in terms of, being a field archaeologist aren't the most exciting and wonderful things in the world. But I mean, related to Time Team, there is one find that sticks with me. I don't know if anybody else will remember this in terms of my Time Team colleagues, but I was a lowly archaeologist on Time Team coming into this sort of crazy world that I had no idea about. And we went to Shetland, the Shetland Islands. And one of the sites we were digging, it was a two-part site. It was a Viking house and a Viking boat burial. The boat burial was fab. I wasn't working on that. The boat burial was great, but they found a beautiful, I think it's called a tortoise brooch or something, because the shape of it, the beautiful brooch on it. Anyway, meanwhile, I'm digging in the foundations of this Viking house. And what the Vikings had done is that they basically come to the island, wiped out the early Christian population, and used any stonework they could find. So there'd clearly been an early Christian cemetery somewhere nearby, and they had just hoiked out all of the gravestones, which had crosses on them that had been carved into the stone, and used them as the sort of foundations to this house. So the first thing were these, I sort of said to Mick, "What was this?" And his eyes were, "Oh, it's a gravestone." So there were a whole bunch of those, which was great. But then I was digging in the foundations, and this huge stone I was sort of excavating around, seemed to be a bit too round. And as I kept going, it kept going. And then I realized that it was carved. And then I realized that it wasn't a stone. It was a huge steatite, which is a type of soapstone cooking vessel. Absolutely enormous, stuck on its side. It was only partially broken. It was pretty much intact, sticking into the foundations of this building. I couldn't believe it. So I got my first sort of bit on camera, excavating this thing. I've still got photos of me sort of proudly standing beside it. And when it was hoiked out, it turned out to be this is going to sound really nerdy, but it was exciting to me. It turned out to be the largest steatite stone bowl ever discovered in Scotland. So how old was I then? As a sort of, I don't know, mid-20s field archaeologist, wide-eyed at the sort of wonder of TV and all that. It was a terrific experience to have proudly excavated this huge cooking bowl. So it wasn't gold or silver or anything like that, but to me, it was special. And I still got a photograph of me with that bowl somewhere.